Now it's my pleasure to introduce Millie Gort from the University of Colorado Boulder, who is the director of the STAR Fellows Program. Millie.
Thank you. So we have a birthday in the room. STAR is 10. Woohoo! This is a beautiful, beautiful gift that I get to do this, introduce a new cohort every couple of years. I also work with a wonderful group of colleagues in LRA in organizing the events and in looking at and reading amazing applications that we get every 2-year cycle from early career scholars of color that traditionally have been underrepresented in literacy research. So let me tell you a little bit about the program for those of you that may not know. STAR stands for Scholars of Color Transitioning into Academic Research Institutions, although the I is not there. It's a mentoring program around a 2-year cycle that promotes excellence in high-quality literacy-related research that addresses issues and opportunities related to diversity. Nominees for the fellowship are assistant professors who are LRA members. They are from culturally and/or linguistically diverse backgrounds, and they're entering or completing the first years of their first academic positions. We have a new cohort that I'll be introducing. This means that for those of you interested in applying for the STAR Fellowship, we won't have an application cycle this coming year, but we will the following year. So start thinking about the program. Come talk to us, ask us questions, and we'd love to tell you about the great things happening that STARs are doing. So STAR Fellows form a cohort, and they are matched with mentors who support their professional development for about 2 years. I'm not sure that the volume is working on the video.
Starting anything new, but especially becoming a new assistant professor, there's a lot of anxiety and uncertainty that's associated with it. So to be in a space where I've been embraced by someone like you who's very encouraging and embracing and is helping me to work my way through it helps to lessen the anxiety and makes me feel like, you know, I belong here and I can do this and I'm not alone.
So, you know, I always see mentoring as a reciprocal relationship, right? That it's a give and take.
You know, but the way that you embrace, you know, your peers and other junior scholars and how you connect and affirm other people, it's just very encouraging for me to do the same thing, for my peers and other people.
Together, we are making this road by walking, and I'm grateful for STAR for allowing paths.
For me, in my classroom, from day one, I talk about, you know, how this course is going to focus on the issues of race and racism. And in order to talk about these issues, we have to understand the role that we play in all of this. And so I try to start with, you know, unlearning, you know, whiteness and trying to descend to whiteness.
But for children themselves, I mean, we want them to unlearn some of the things that they have and then take on other things and add and build to their strengths. One of the things that you were saying about publishing is like inserting yourself in there, and I think that is so important. It's something that, like, I'm glad again that we're in this STAR program, because that's something that I've always had more trouble doing, is talking about myself or inserting myself in a particular position.
My whole goal is, like, how can I be radical and healthy? Like self-care, and staying true to myself when I'm conducting research, staying true to myself when I create research questions, staying true to myself when I, you know, teach my students, and also engage in conversations with colleagues at conferences or whatnot. And so right now it's all about, you know, how can I be radical and healthy, but also stay true to who I am as a person.
Do you want to tell me a little bit about some of the things you're working on now? Maybe some of the things I might be able to help you think about?
I want to know, you know, more about, you know, how I can continue actually producing, you know, using the data that I actually collected for my dissertation project, And I just started to kind of collect more data, but it's I need to balance between the two, right? Writing about using the dissertation data, publishing more, but at the same time, start new project and collect more data.
You want to be able to keep writing from your dissertation, at least for a little while, and then be able to transition into the current work that you're doing in a way that sort of moves your own current research agenda forward.
So we saw some what I call forever stars featured in this video. They were members of the 5th cohort and working with their mentors around the different activities that are distributed across the conference. The program also has a spring writing retreat that meets right before the ARA conference, and then they come back for a 3rd time in the following LRA conference that ends their fellowship. So now I'd like to introduce cohort number 7. These are the new fellows that are going to begin their formal work in the next few days with their mentors. And I will, when I call your name, please stand up so we can recognize you. Empezamos con Patti Abril Gonzalez, assistant professor from University of Texas, Austin. And she is going to be working with Carmen Medina. Earl Aguilera from California State University, Fresno. Earl's going to be working with both Tisha Lewis Ellison and Lali Morales. Is Lali here? If Lali's here, stand up. Oh, she's way over there. We didn't have enough seats in the reserved area, so we need 3 rows next year. I apologize, I forgot to scroll through these beautiful pictures. All right, take a look at Earl. Next we have Rebecca Linares, assistant professor from Montclair State University. And she's going to be working with Patricia Baquedano Lopez, who's sitting right behind her. Yeah. Tran Nguyen Templeton, assistant professor, University of North Texas, who's going to be mentored by Ana Cristina da Silva Iddings. Bianca Nightingale Lee from Florida Atlantic University. A little bit down the road is going to be working with Latrice Johnson. Idalia Nunez Cortes is not here with us today, but she is an assistant professor, University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. She's going to be working with Carmen Martinez Roldan. Carmen. And next we have Tiffany Niachai, assistant professor from Buffalo State College, who'll be working with Jennifer Dandridge Turner. Alicia Rusoja from St. Mary's College of California. She's going to be working with Danny Martinez, UC Davis, who's over there. So one of the beautiful things amongst many of the STAR program is that we have people that have started as fellows and have become leaders in the organization. And one of our, perhaps, really, really important stars that we'll be giving a little talk in a little bit was part of the first cohort and then became STAR director and now president of LRA. Marcel, stand up. So we've seen fellows move into leadership positions like Marcel, also move into positions where they become mentors, and they keep coming back to work with the program because it's a family, and it's really, really a pleasure. I want to end with a couple of things. First, an announcement. This is an invitation. It's actually, if I can push a little more, an expectation that we have a huge turnout to support the new STAR Fellows in their research showcase. It's going to be Friday, 1:15 to 2:45, Grand Salon seat. Turn up, show up, come show them some love. And also, as a show of gratitude to everyone that has supported the program throughout the years, the board of directors, the ERM chairs, the liaisons to the board, and leadership in the organization. Thank you for your continued support, and for all of you. Say hey to the fellows, say hey to the mentors, ask them about their work, come see them, come hear them, and engage with them throughout this weekend. Thank you, everybody, and happy birthday, STAR!